I would highly encourage employers to consider persons with mental illness because of productivity.
Matt has been an absolute perfect worker. He has great skills and needs very little direction and does a great job.
Yvonne is a very dependable person. She's one of the people that we always know that she's going to be here and she's going to be on time, which is great. She's very friendly, has a very positive attitude. She works well with our other associates, which is great. She kind of blends into our family.
Stephen, who has the mental illness, he's shy and he's withheld, but he's eager to work and he's eager to hold down a job.
Most people would think of someone with mental illness as someone that can't function for themselves, needs someone to do it for them, or has to live off medication to function. Lana supports herself. Lana lives in her own apartment. Lana can drive herself anywhere she needs to go. She's completely outside the box of what most people would think mental illness is. She's independent. She started working for me part-time to see if she can handle a position. She handled it great, so we offered her a full-time position.
Dan taught himself a lot of the information. We have a big, thick book called Ortho Book, and it's the Bible of gardening, truthfully, and it's about this thick and huge. And he took an older copy home to learn, so he self-educated himself quite a bit.
I've seen her grow over a period now of the last 2 to 3 months into someone that I would hire without being in this program.
But now Dan is the teacher. That's the neat part. It's turned around. He takes the new folks and teaches them a lot.
Very dependable. She's willing to help with anything I need help with. She's always offering to help if I need help.
And actually, she's been complimented by several of my agents. They said, she's really a nice person, she's doing a good job, and that's what I was looking for.
Yvonne's doing very well. She's worked out great in the back. She's very quick in the back.
He has been successful in not only shelving the required amount, he exceeds the required amount of books that we initially asked him to do. He works by himself, he's punctual. If there's an instance where there's an emergency circumstance that he can't make it, he calls to inform me and make sure that that's okay with me. So he really is the ideal employee.
The employer doesn't know everything. The employer can't always think of something off the top of their head. The employment specialist knows more about that individual than we do.
In our case, they came on site and learned what Dan should be doing.
So Chris came in and the first day learned what Lana's job was, and the second day came in and helped her with it.
The fact that the employment specialist was with her in the beginning gave me the confidence to give that a try, because I knew that she would always be supervised properly. And once she was on her own, and she is now on her own, I have no problems with it. It doesn't concern me at all that there's going to be any flare-up, because we've had no problems.
The partnership between myself and the employment specialist is that we keep in contact.
We communicate a lot regarding what Lana's needs are, if Lana needs to improve on anything at all. We talk about that.
We'll talk about the new things that he's learning to do and the things that he likes to do. And I haven't found anything that he doesn't like to do so far.
Dan wasn't able to work a full 4-hour shift at first. It was a challenge for him to work 2 hours, and we accommodated. And then eventually he built up to the hours that we really prefer, and so it was a win-win.
Lana had difficulty with listening with the stethoscope in order to get an accurate blood pressure. So we purchased a digital blood pressure cup so she can do it on her own now. She doesn't need someone else to do it for her.
Quite frankly, I can't think of too many accommodations that we've been asked to make, other than perhaps individual doesn't want to work full-time. So, okay, we want a win-win situation. So if you can't work 40 hours, there's no need of us hiring you for 40 hours. So what can you work?
In the beginning, the training program, as I recall, for several weeks, I wasn't even charged for her services, and that was a benefit that they offered me until I was sure that I wanted to put her on my payroll.
For the 2 to 2.5 weeks that I put in and effort in the beginning, certainly it's paid dividends now because he's a model employee.
Definitely take the chance. You don't know what kind of person you're going to get until you try. I mean, you have them work with you, you find their niche, and 9 out of 10, they're going to work out for you.
They need an opportunity to fit into the work society. Most of the time, that's all they need is just a little push. And they want to fit in. They're people just like we are.
People with mental illness are people. First, they may have some issues, but my opinion is we all have issues. So you just have to make adjustments.
I've had no second thoughts about it, and I felt so good about it that I now hired a second person through the same program.